speaking of something you do not want to do, how's this for a segue? MindsEye. Now, before we get into the MindsEye, then you don't want to do that. But before we get into it, I need to read you this. I was just scrolling X while you were talking about the Lies of P struggles.
Because you didn't give a fuck about what I was saying? Yeah, I get it.
Couldn't care less about Lies of P. Because I haven't played it yet. Well, I haven't finished it yet. But okay, so this is a joke. It's just a joke. And it's not really going to work unless you are familiar with British sort of car stuff, but hopefully you understand what they're talking about. So the daughter writes to her father in a text message and says, Dad, there is something my boyfriend said to me that I didn't understand. He said that I have a beautiful chassis, lovely airbags, and a fantastic bumper. And the father's response is, tell your boyfriend that if he opens your bonnet and tries to check your oil with his dipstick, I will tighten his nut so hard that his headlights will pop out and he will start leaking from his exhaust pipe.
That is good. Good one.
And now that I've sort of lightened the mood, let's talk about MindsEye.
All right, so I don't know what's going on with this game. Apparently, people were telling me that I called out this game when it was shown. I don't even remember. Apparently, I said something bad about this game when it was shown during the show. I don't even know why.
Okay.
And apparently they were like, yep, what you said absolutely checks out. And I was like, what did I say? You said it was going to be bad. I was like, okay. There you go. I guess that was enough. I said it was going to be bad. Turns out it was bad. It's sitting on mostly negative on Steam. I actually don't know anything about this. Apparently it's made by somebody who used to work on GTA. And apparently it released in a pretty piss poor state, like runs like ass, crashes all the time, has all types of issues. Like, what have you heard?
So if the chaos around this game for me starts a little earlier. I think we discussed this last week, where the creator, the developers of this game, claimed that all of the bad press and all of the negative things that's been said about the game is because people are being paid by a certain studio to say bad stuff about their game. So basically saying GTA or Rockstar is paying people to downvote the game and to give bad reviews and to say mean things about their gameplay trailers. Then I watched the gameplay trailer on stream, and I wasn't paid, just FYI, to say this.
I think Rockstar absolutely paid you to shit on this game, 100%.
Well, the money's not in my bank account, so
checks in the mail.
Saying that shit. Yeah, they need to send that shit Insta. But it was dog shit because it doesn't inspire anything. The game looked bland and boring and, quite frankly, a little uninspired. So my initial response to these developers were, boys, if you're doing that, it means you're not taking advice. You're not taking the criticism. You're basically excusing yourself from even having to pay attention to the criticism. And that has never worked out well in the gaming industry. Like, no company has ever done better because they've just gone, none of this is valid, la, 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 fingers in their ears.
Yeah.
And then the game launches. And as it turns out, it really isn't good. Right? People are finding the game absolutely trash. The optimization is terrible, which is something people mentioned. I even mentioned it looking at the gameplay trailer. I was like, this doesn't look like it's even reaching 60 FPS. Yeah, it's not reaching 60 FPS. The AI for the NPCs are terrible. You have literally people sitting there being shot at in their cars, waiting at the stoplight as if nothing's happened. If you do that in GTA, everyone reacts. Even Cyberpunk 2077, if you're just aiming the weapon at someone, people will react. Whereas in this game, it's sort of like you aim the weapon at a guy, he's looking at you, you and the guy have sort of like a standoff, and then suddenly the guy goes, oh, and he just sort of ducks down, gets back up, stands there, and then, ducks down again. So it's like terrible optimization. I watched a couple of clips from people playing it. the gunplay is so bad. Like, so bad. Nothing about this game is good. And you can't help but go, dude, you guys could have taken the advice. You could have taken the critique, and you could have fixed your game. Instead, you pretended like all the critique comes from Rockstar, and now you have a game that is completely wrecked and ruined. And the bad part is, I like the idea, right? It's a game trying to go after GTA.
You know, I was just rewatching the trailer right now to kind of like remember what I said, and I know exactly what I said. I said, what the fuck is this bullshit zoomer editing you're doing on this fucking trailer that I can't see a goddamn thing that's happening? And now we know why.
Yeah. Like, literally it, right? The editing is dog shit. It doesn't really heighten the experience at all. Yeah. And I think what's really sad is, again, I like the idea. I think the idea is good. Make more games like GTA. Challenge what Rockstar's doing. Because, guys, let's just be clear. Rockstar just spent $2 billion making GTA 6.
But
if we can get indie companies to make games like Rockstar and prove that you don't need to spend $2 billion to make a good game, it will maybe get Rockstar to stop being dickheads, right? And spending $2 billion. But this isn't it. Because the problem with this game now is, even if they have maybe a good idea, dude, the current all-time is 1,300 players. There's currently only 367 people playing. This game is dead.
Yeah.
This game is dead, right?
Now,
and then you told me about this, actually. What happened during co-stream?
So this was hilarious. Okay, so a couple of people were sponsored to play this game, which is a pretty standard practice. There's a lot of video games where
standard. Some people try to pretend like, oh, they're paying streamers. It's like,
oh no,
really?
Yeah,
I get emails all the time from people going, play this game, please.
I usually don't, but I've seen it multiple times. Like, big streamers.
No. I get big bucks. I get like indie titles. So I don't get paid, but I get like emails all the time from people going, "Oh, this Kingdom fantasy game is launching now. If you would want to play it, you're allowed to play it." So I don't get paid, but I get free game copies all the time. And then if you're a bigger content creator, they actually come, "Oh, can you play our game?" And also $10,000 or whatever, right?
Yeah, something like that. But so what happens was, before I knew about the Go Carnage one, Dark Viper AU, whatever it was, the guy who had like those amazing big brain takes on reaction content.
Yeah.
So he's also like a really big GTA guy, and apparently he was sponsored to play MindsEye. And it was hilarious because I ran into this one clip of him where he's just, he's playing the game and you can tell that he's not having the best time of his life. And then it comes time where he's supposed to talk about the sponsored bit. And he's just like cracking himself up. He's like, okay, by the way, guys, there's a link. You can get this game on Xbox. He's just like fucking laughing his ass off because the game just like keeps fucking crashing and exploding and like everything's going horribly wrong. And he's just laughing his ass off as he's trying to like get through the sponsored segment, going like, you can buy the game on PlayStation, Xbox. You can use my code. It's like just laughing his ass off, right? So there's that. Man. And then I see this clip. I didn't even know it was for this game. I had to check if it was for this game or not.
Yeah.
But apparently Go Carnage was about to start his sponsored stream for MindsEye. And right as he boots up the game, he looks, oh, really? And he Alt F4s out of the game before the game even loads properly. And then he's like, I was just informed this sponsored stream was canceled. The fact that this happened live. This shit happened live, bro. There's a clip of Go Carnage just like, I guess they're canceling the stream.
Yeah.
It's like when your game is so fucking bad, you don't even want the streamer to stream the sponsored stream you already fucking paid for. God damn, dude.
So I just went on X and I found they just 20 hours ago, they launched an update, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like a community note for the community. So I'll just quickly read it here. Dear community, a heartfelt thanks. Wait, before we do this, I just want to add to the bullshit with the canceled streams and stuff, because that I actually think I can explain. The Go Carnage one, I think they realized that we really don't need people to see this. And that's why they canceled the sponsorship. They were just like, dude, please don't show the game. Just leave this out, right?
They really don't need to see. That's our marketing strategy right now. They really don't need to see this.
No, you really don't need to see this. But here's the thing that makes them actually extra scumbag. And this is from a few reports that I've seen. The first few hours of the game is jam-packed with cinematics to basically get you over the first 2 hour mark so you can't refund on Steam.